Governor Greg Abbott laid out his plans for this session and his term in yesterday's State of the State address.
He took full advantage of Monday night's injunction filed by a judge blocking President Obama's immigration orders.
The first step in securing our border is enforcing the rule of law. Along those lines, the very last lawsuit that I filed as Attorney General was a lawsuit to stop President Obama's lawless executive action.
Commentator Dallas Jones joins us this morning to discuss this more in depth. Good morning to you, and thanks for being here.
Good morning.
As we just heard, Governor Abbott was clear. He wants National Guard troops to stay on the border, and he wants to pay to hire hundreds of DPS troopers to replace them.
Absolutely. So what the governor has done is declared emergency items this session. What that does in the legislature is that allows them to be considered within the first 60 days of the legislature actually being there. One of those emergency items is an increase in border security. 500 more DPS agents on the border, in addition to an increase in the National Guard troops that are stationed all along the border.
Now, in addition to all of these emergencies, the border among them, we're talking about early education, higher education research, transportation funding, and ethics reform also.
Absolutely. So what the governor has done is in the area of early education, put forth incentive packages for school districts that will fully fund pre-K programs, in addition to school choice for parents. In the area of transportation funding, an additional $400 billion to fix Texas highways, and $500 million in university research funds to attract top-tier talent into Texas universities. Meanwhile, calling for transparency, which was a surprise to many, transparency among legislators in their business dealings. And so he's come in his first term with a very aggressive agenda for the state.
Let's talk about the open carry of handguns. And he makes it very clear that he is okay with that. Do you think we're going to see a bill make it to his desk?
I think we very well will see a bill make it to the governor's desk. One of the overarching themes of his speech was liberty, individual liberty, and he called Texas a beacon of liberty. And so open carry is one of those items that has already had a hearing in the Senate. I was in the Capitol when that hearing happened. It was people everywhere. There were 3 overflow rooms. And so it's a big issue in the Capitol this session. I think we'll see a bill come out of both chambers, and I think we'll see the governor sign it.
Property tax relief was a campaign promise of the governor. If this actually takes place, what is that going to do to local education?
So what the governor has proposed is a $2.2 billion cut in property taxes. Now, naturally, that will have an impact on local school districts in terms of a loss of revenue. What the governor has proposed is that in the budget that he has put forth, that he will make those school districts whole from any revenues that have been lost through property taxes.
So would lottery money come into the picture? Because lottery was supposed to be created for education.
Well, lottery is still in play. There have been some in the Capitol who have stated that we should do away with the lottery. I think maybe 2 years ago they saw the impact that would have on things like public education. I wouldn't expect to see an increase in lottery or any gaming for that matter in what is a very conservative legislature this legislative session. But lottery is still a factor. It wouldn't, however, be able to fill the holes that would be lost through property tax revenue.
Well, Dallas, thanks for coming in today. I know you're busy going back and forth from Austin. You're just right in the middle of it all. It's great to have your expertise with us this morning.
Thank you. It's good to see you all.